Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Skaterlunatic. Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, I'm just a guy who likes to make videos about video games and play them. So with that being said, let's get into the topic of today, which is Battlefield 6 worth your time and your money? And I gotta say, it might be worth your time and money, but definitely not the campaign, okay? I played the campaign first, but without touching multiplayer, really to see if the campaign can bring back some of that bad company to, you know, kind of vibe to the game, something that people can enjoy if they don't like multiplayer as much, right? And I gotta say, the campaign mode is freaking mid. I'm gonna be honest, like, I did not really enjoy it in the terms of how buggy and how inconsistent things were for me in the campaign. It may be different for some others, but for me, there were a lot of bugs that were pissing me off in the campaign, and some of the things they chose to do in the campaign in terms of AI really bothered me. Please note, I didn't even play at like the hardest difficulty right there. I played at normal and I was having these things happen. So it's like, imagine if you're playing or trying to play this, you know, permadeath mode or, you know, one life only on the hardest difficulty. Dude, you're going to have a terrible time is all I'm going to say. Like, I'm talking Halo 5 Legendary All Skulls on type of difficulty, okay? I'm not going to get into details about the story of the campaign in case you still do want to play it and experience it for yourself. But some of the things that really bothered me was, number one was the AI and bugs. And what I mean by that is a big one that actually happened to me, I would say third mission in the campaign. You're doing a night raid, right? And when you are leaving, you have to go through a certain path, you know, the scripted path, right? And when I got to a certain point, it just didn't load the map. And it basically made it to where I saw people parachuting off in the distance, and then I saw just the whole map load at once, and I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. Not that big a deal. But then it was things such as desyncing the audio. That one pissed me off the most because there would be cutscenes, and I actually have visual proof. I did start recording this bullshit because I was getting tired of it. So I'm going to give you a clip of how bad it was in the desync of the audio on a part of the campaign.
I've been screwed over by this world long enough, done things no man should have been asked to do. And just when I was going to put it right, you had to play the hero.
Dude, the audio is literally like 20 seconds behind what the fuck's going on, which is so fucking stupid. It's been like that for every goddamn cinematic the whole fucking game, and it's annoying as fuck. And as you could see, it was terrible. There were very good scenes as well. Let me show you this scene. I'm going to keep it raw and unfiltered. It really doesn't give anything in the story, so let's roll it.
Hostiles inbound. 100 meters in closing. Approaching from multiple vectors.
I got two. East side. Moving right to left.
I got three west side.
Frame shoot on the T of execute. 3. 2. 1. Execute. Zero.
Hostiles down.
As you can see, some of the scenes are really damn good, while other parts of the campaign were just god-awful with desyncing the audio. And it would happen to me every single mission with the desync, to the point where I didn't care about the story enough because I was watching it happen and I didn't even know what they were saying because it was just, and then you would hear it. And it's like, What is happening? I don't understand. That's something that I feel like should have been fixed before they released the game. Like, made sure that didn't happen, because I swear to God, I know that would get on a lot of people's nerves, especially if they're playing the game for the first time. The next thing is actually the AI targeting in the campaign, and it's so weird because sometimes I'd be able to just light them up, you know, make sure I got all of them. Then sometimes I just be getting lit up for no reason. When I'm hiding behind cover, I'm still getting shot, and I don't understand why. So I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, this is a wall, right? I'm hiding, right? And then I'm looking around like, where am I getting shot from? Oh, I'm getting shot from the guy back there. That's not supposed to be able to hit me through a concrete wall. But with the LMG, I didn't understand that. That's something that's kind of stupid. It made it worse because the teammate AI was god awful. There's literally like one ability that you get to use. There's technically 4, but one of the main ones that I kept using was recon. And the reason I kept using this is because it would spot all the enemies around you. And this was a godsend. It was like hacks, but legal. And it basically made it to where you can see where all the enemies are that are shooting you from God knows where. Because they'll have the tiny, dude, I'm telling you, these people are like Valorant pros, the way they're peeking through a tiny little hole and they're just sniping your ass with an LMG or an assault rifle. Like, what you mean? How? You guys are on AI on normal, bro. This ain't right. So that got me heated, but I think that might have just been a skill issue because honestly, I was getting pissed off by it. But next thing I had was a good positive for the campaign, especially if this was like a co-op thing. They do have revives in the campaign. So when you go down, you actually get like 2 revives from your AI teammates that you can order them to request to revive you. I thought that was very good, and it was something a little bit different, so that way in case you actually do die, you don't just get sent back to the beginning like whoop-de-doo, you know what I'm saying? I went down way too much for the difficulty I was on. Maybe I'm just getting old, maybe my unk status is showing, but like, it was kind of annoying. Even though I was playing on normal, I was ripping through half of them, and then other times I was getting aimbotted. Plus the audio bug was also irritating me, so I was focused on that too. I was like, But overall, the campaign, I would say, wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, and it's mainly the bugs that got to me personally, not the actual campaign itself. It was all right. It actually kind of explains what Pax Armada was and kind of like the behind the scenes of it, I would say, is all I'm going to give away. And it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. It's just certain points, it was awful. I'm not gonna lie. Certain decisions, I'm surprised what they did at the beginning of the game, things like that. So, but there is some very good cinematic scenes. I was like, yo, hey, they cooked on this one. They cooked on that. The next thing is multiplayer, right? Obviously, they spent a lot more time on multiplayer than they did campaign with this one. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The multiplayer feels very fleshed out, feels very good, feels really rewarding when you're getting these sniper shots. It feels like Battlefield 1 when it came out. And y'all know Battlefield 1 sniping is, goddamn, some of the best sniping I've ever had in my life. So that's all I gotta say. If it's feeling close to that, I'm enjoying sniping. I'm also enjoying that, you know, we have all the classes back. It's not how it was in 2042. I hated that system personally. I played 2042 for like, I would say like maybe a couple months before I put it, and I haven't installed it again. So I went back to Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1, if I'm being honest. I didn't want to play 2042. This feels like almost a resurgence for multiplayer in Battlefield. And honestly, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It's cool. It's something that feels more like the early 2010s, you know? So I'm enjoying it. I'd say the only thing they should do, and this is like a throwback to just, you know, old school gaming, right? Instead of just releasing the stuff for free, we just make it packs like how it used to be. And then you just buy the packs and you're able to just get that. It's like, you know, $10. I feel like that was the better business model than a battle pass, if I'm being honest. It's EA, they got acquired, and now they got to get that money back. So they're going to do what they got to do. If more maps get added, I think we have like 14 right now. Shoot, by the end of the life cycle, we got like 25, 30 maps. Hey, we're all going to be happy campers. So, and I guess my final thing I did want to talk about with Battlefield 6 would have to be just others complaining about this game, what they're saying about this game. It's not a bad game. It really is not. There's a reason there was so much hype behind this game. But people who are coming from Call of Duty, from 2042, you know, from other things, they're just complaining nonstop. And you mofos need to stop, bro. You don't understand what a good game is anymore. And that's the issue. A lot of people, specifically this one guy, okay? Ender FPS on Twitter. Literally, I load up Twitter. The first thing he says, bro, the beta was so much better. This movement is ass. And you know why he said that? Because he's a 2042 fucking sweat that just repels and grapples around. This ain't goddamn Titanfall, dog. Go play Titanfall 2 if you want that movement. Dead ass. Titanfall 2 still exists. It still got players. It still has a standalone thing that was made to stop hackers. The Valkyrie. If y'all know, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like, y'all don't gotta complain so much. I mean, if Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, Cloak, and Ninja playing it day one and enjoying it and having a good time for people who are, you know, Fortnite and COD people, I think the rest of y'all can enjoy it without having dumbass slide movement, okay? I'm tired of that. I like the little slide they have in the game, but because it's not overpowered. It's just, you can slide and maybe dodge a sniper bullet. I'm okay with that, but not game-changing to where the whole meta is sliding. That doesn't need to happen. And just people complaining in general about the game just because they feel like it's clout-worthy. If it's a good game, just give it the credit it's due, okay? I mean, there have been so many worse games out here, and y'all gonna complain about finally someone listening to the consumer. Like, that is the dumbest shit I ever heard, on God. Like, y'all don't know what good games are anymore. Genuinely, we need to take you back, out back, put you on a PC, got you playing Dungeon Siege 2 or something, or Black Ops 1 again, so you see, you know, what good is, because apparently y'all don't know what good is no more, and it's kind of a problem to me. But with that being said, guys, that is pretty much my analysis of Battlefield 6. And to wrap it up, Battlefield 6 is pretty good. Multiplayer is astounding. Campaign's kind of mid, especially with the bugs and errors, so watch out for those. But if you want it, I think it's worth the price. I would say wait for a sale, honestly. You know, let it go down to 40 bucks, 30 bucks, then you can really get a good price and a deal for it. I obviously paid the full 70. Really wish it wasn't $70, by the way. It is what it is. I haven't put too many hours yet. I do want to unlock a lot of the stuff in there. Like, I love the camos because they're actually down to earth, things like that. But I really want to get my tank camos. I'm a tank guy in every Battlefield. Ever since Battlefield 1, I have been personally sniping jets and planes out of the sky with a tank, which is freaking hilarious. So, especially helicopters. I actually did it in the beta. I got like 3 helicopters in the beta with the tank, so you can still do it. You can still have fun with it. So that's what I want to get my grind on. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did stay for the whole video and you want to see more videos like this, I'd recommend subscribing down below. Leave a comment what you think about Battlefield 6 and if the price is worth it, especially if you played the campaign already. No spoilers or you will get deleted. And leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Shit depends.